I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. Carl the Cobra Froch.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Nice defense on that jab. That hook doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Who could forget the first two encounters between these two? Groves and Carl Froch, each time in front of a packed stadium with over 80,000 people.
So let's go to the history of these two fighters. First fight, Carl Froch was put down. We were shocked. The whole world was shocked. You look ringside, people were choking on their beer. Then you stopped him in, I think it was round 7, round 8. George Groves was upset with the referee because he didn't think he should have been stopped. That's when the trouble started. Froch was booed out of the ring. They threw coins at him, they threw beer at him, they did everything, they abused him. Walked in a hero, walked out a zero. Fight number 2, Wembley Stadium. 80,000 people. 80,000 people, you would never ever believe it in your life. On Carl Froch, we'll make sure you never forget it, because we remind you every time you interview.
The straight right just misses. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
What do we expect to see here in round 2? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have some fighters that are big show.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. George Groves stumbling backwards. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. One punch. Did you see that? And he caught George Groves big there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about watching that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that lap.
Don't change too much.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of us. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it G's them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good defense stopping that jab. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about thoughts in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next?
Right hand's beautiful. That's it.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Right hook won't score. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nope, that hook won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Forget the jab and don't.
Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
You do. Good work. Just stay focused.
On to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
George St. George is down. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. The Gypsy King.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. The perfect counter lands. Parries that jab away. Swing and a miss with that hook. Well, we all know, when Wilder fights Fury, someone is getting knocked down, and probably both guys.
Warfare is so important in boxing. And Tyson Fury is a modern-day warmonger. He knows how to get in your head before you even start.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. They somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat.
And
And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see that again.
Are you okay? They're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they...
I want you to go back out there.
And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That jab had to hurt. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tried to score with a jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. And that hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
That jab's working.
And there's the bell for round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. Mickey Ward gets rocked. He's been in these situations before, but can he find his way out this time? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, and the Irishman just got rocked. He's in some serious trouble here. Can he find his way out of this? Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two.
There's a...
And there's the bell for round 9. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Defense on that hook. Scores with that overhand left. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Catch and shoot. Doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of this? Hold that thought! And that shot just rung his bell. Mickey Ward right now looking for a way out. I don't know if he can find it. A perfect counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. You all right?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial.
We're switching off.
Let's start 11. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. His jab just got blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out.
Don't worry about that.
On to the 12. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, they're...
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Perfect counter lands. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, they're you see that? And that has rocked Arturo Gatti. And down goes Gatti. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
We've been talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should have put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture, you can't. Can't parkour over a part, you gotta march forth over your art and for your fans. When you corner, gotta shorten your stance, lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your blackest night attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. It's the babyface assassin Marco Antonio Barrera. It doesn't matter. They're kind of...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Lands the jab. Tried to score with the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. going down. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he scores with the counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym. Because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Incredible work rate. Beautiful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. That hook doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Uh-oh. Lomachenko just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
It's much better. He's not in your league.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. expending a lot of energy in this round. Just missed with that hook. Missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They exchange punches. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
About our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Those 1, 2 straight down.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Fight. Great round. Good man. You stay focused? Go on. Don't let him be small.
On to the 5th we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You believe what we are seeing. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fable and pickpocket him.
There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
On to the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job getting that punch through. Can't find a home for that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round.
Fight that round.
And there's the bell for round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Hook misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They stopped the hook there. Punch, counter punch. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Loma in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this.
Now he's letting back into it.
And we enter the 8th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? He threw a punch and just got countered. A perfect counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I thrive when it's showtime, everybody watch.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these rings?
And here he is in the flesh. Nicknamed the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the straight left. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Failing to score with that right hook. That hook won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Needs to focus on the game.
And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Another scoring shot there. He threw a very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like
Back on the jump.
and there's the bell for round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab misses. He blocks the hook. Done with that counter shot. Some real good back. Hold it right there. Teofimo in some real trouble here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. Crawford is dazed. And down goes Crawford. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow mo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round.
Listen.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
That counter shot lands. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Block that jab. And he misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. They're trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Incredible work rate. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow... There's the bell for round 5. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Having so much speed, what?
Oh, my God, Johnny! And the Teofimo Lopez goes down. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Let's see. There's the bell to start round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That jab doesn't score. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's...
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Everyday in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my and I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back trade like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. Winning team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, they won't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10.
was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back.
Let's do it.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Right, let's go out. Let's fight.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on.
And fight.
you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. He was close to this.
Do your business.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on!